knee doesn't recognize. It'll be a shot clock violation. That'll get Canada's bench up.
Really, really good job. That's two great stops to start the quarter for Canada.
Remember, the Longhorns 68-9 over the last 2 seasons in NCAA play. This is a good team. 7 former McDonald's All-Americans and Canada going toe-to-toe. That pass picked off. Long history of Longhorn football. I was going to say safety, but that's more like a linebacker stepping into a lane.
Big time. They just don't give up on the play, Texas. Shai Wilson thought she had Imani Ejim wide open, and Cunningham did a nice job of turning to see the ball.
Foul bailout Sidbury.
Avery Howell with 3 fouls, looking at the coach saying, let me stay, let me stay. They have, I give Texas credit, they've done some work in shutting off the water on Avery Howell. 5 points, only 4 shots in the first half. But then again, I give Howell credit for not forcing, letting the game come to her.
Ejim bringing the ball up. Hands off for Howell, off the screen. Trying to play between the two, and Howell gets an open look and
Wow.
There you go.
The three is good by Canada.
The pass, and Canada doing a nice job of running down the loose orange.
Howell was 5 of 7 from distance in game 1 against Brazil. That is the first 3-pointer of the game for Canada.
Well, the ball got deflected, and you never give a shooter like Howell any kind of room. Ejim with the fine saying, hey, my girl's open.
And set the screen as well. A little chippy missed in close by Brea Cunningham. And Canada has a chance to cut this 7-point lead down even more. Jay Wilson cut off by Harmon, gets a switch. Marissa Russell likes this matchup. Goes right to the rim, draws the foul.
Really good job by Marissa. Recognition, I've got size, I've got an advantage here. She got to her strong hand going right down the lane.
Schaefer thinks it's a push. What do you think?
I think it's a player that's just bigger and stronger. Right? Sometimes you can't be penalized for being just, I'm bigger, I'm stronger, I'm going to the basket. Hey, if you're falling down or you're not strong enough to hang, that's not a foul on me. And we see that a lot when, physical players take advantage of their size.
Russell hits 2. Unofficially, the Global Jam Lucky Charm is Marissa Russell, a 6-foot guard out of Louisville. Won a title with Canada in this tournament, and then won a title in 2023 with Louisville at this tournament. See if she can create the 3-peat here this weekend. Cunningham looking for help. Leans into Che, stands her ground, forces up the miss, and the steal by Ejim.
That's really good defense by Philly Che there. Not trying to block it, just contain, contest, make sure your team grabs the rebound.
Ejim gives it up to Jay Wilson. Kick out, Russell. The hand in her face comes up short. Booker chases it down. 5-point game, Longhorns lead. Madison Booker, 2-time All-American, finds a wide open Taya Sidbury, who knocks down the baseline jumper. Booker can do it all. In fact, Jay Wilson, Che, the offensive glass and the foul. But Booker actually ran point. Harmon went down with an injury, and Booker ran point for Texas.
Well, this is an example of her vision and her awareness as a ball handler, and especially as somebody who attracts attention. Booker did a really nice job in finding Sidbury.
So Russell sits down as Filipina Che shoots the free throws.
Important for your big players to make free throws. They're going to be fouled. They're going to be hit close to the basket. Really important to be able to knock down the freebies.
Che with that one-handed release. Improves the rotation, but only gets 1 of 2 to make it a 6-point game. Cunningham out there with Sidbury. Looks like a foul down low on Jordan Wheeler.
Well, she's guarding Booker, and it's very physical. Booker getting the benefit of the call. Wheeler just got to hang in there.
Team foul number 4 in Canada. Sidbury made a nice cut to the bucket, but the ball hadn't been handed over to Harmon yet. That was going to be a chippy. Booker has it rim out, and Egypt just able to tap that to Wheeler.
Yeah, good job by Yvonne Egypt to use her body. The old adage, if you have to wait for a pass, don't. Go and meet it.
Sidbury almost resigned herself to the foul once she realized it was just cut off. So Justice Carlton checks back into the game for Texas. Leading scorer for UT against Puerto Rico. Wheeler gets it inbounds, or at least tries to. And it's tipped. So Canada with 10 on the clock will have to force. Day Wilson can create off the bounce, finds Egypt with 2 on the clock, gets it up off the glass.
What patience by Yvonne Egypt. The clock running down, some people get panicky. She knew she had time to get a couple bounces and get it closer to the cup.
That's an Olympian, right?
Yep.
That's the lead to 4.
This ain't my first birthday party.
Also drafted to the 3rd round by the Indiana Fever, was later waived but went to camp with the WNBA squad. Another rebound for Egypt. She hands it off Day Wilson. Day Wilson trying to cross over Harmon. Left it short and Harmon grabs the
She's
rebound.
had a couple of looks in tight shy that she hasn't been able to convert.
Harmon handoff, Booker will get.
Booker was got a pretty jump shot. A lot of arc on that. Gives itself a chance to go in.
It's a nice way to rack up the assist. Just hand off to Madison Booker. Howell from behind. Harmon wins a foul. I chuckle because of the face that she gave the official.
Well, Harmon needs to blame her teammates for not letting her know that somebody's coming up behind her.
Che, kick out. Howell off the line. Booker able to grab that rebound. 7 points for the Longhorns. And a foul on the floor. That'll be the 15th foul against Canada. It is Egypt.
Avery Howell saying, man, there's a lot more contact at the other end on my play.
And it might be fair. Howell in Canada down 7 as we at the media timeout with 4:18 left in the 3rd.
We'll be right back on the other side.